I used to drive 3 hours each way to work. Then I just chose to a bus ride instead. It could be Bristol, Manchester, whatever the job is, because I genuinely believed that I had to do it as a freelancer. I had to go where the work is. I will cast my net so wide and far, be available for every job that is out there. And one day I just decided I am not doing this. I'm not doing it anymore. I decided, like, nah, I ain't doing this. Hi, I am Nene, and I help people become the person their goals require. And that's everything I share here. And I do it from what I have lived first. And if you are a freelancer who travels further than you want to, or you take jobs that drain the heck out of you, yeah, just in case, like thinking, oh my goodness, I have to, because, or you believe that there is no other jobs available anywhere else, so you have to do this one, then this video today is specifically for you. I decided I was only going to do London bookings, right? So it started off with when I started as a sign language freelance interpreter, I would take any jobs anywhere in the UK. Whatever the job's at, I would take it. I was going, like I said, like at one time I did a job in Preston, which is about 3 hours drive away for, I don't think it was up to an hour or so. And on the way back, thinking, oh, I have to do this job because we were paying for travel time, right? And all those things. It wasn't even like great money for travel time or whatever that was. But it just did not make sense. Because I thought I had to. And I had to just do everything just in case there was no more. And from that, all over London, I said, you know what? Okay, no. Let's just do London and Southeast. Yeah. From London and the Southeast, it became, okay, let's just do London. Let's do inner London. Let's do this side of the river, London. And then it became, okay, I'll do a travel card where I can use the travel card from zone 1 to 4, wherever like this would take me to. And it became, okay, zone 1 to 3. And then it became, you know what? Let's just do a bus ride. Let's just do a bus. Because I checked the thing out, like, I'm taking a train thing that's taking me from God knows, like, if I was going to take the bus, I'm only saving, what, 15 minutes in some cases. If I'm going beyond the river, then fine. Because I started feeling like the scarcity of I have to go far and wide and do the job that I'm required to do. And like if the job does not require a bus that is not going to take me so long to get to, then I'm not doing it. So that means no trains, no underground, no, just a bus. That's what I decided I was going to start doing. I'm just going to start taking a bus. And you know that feeling that'll be screaming in my head, like, what if there isn't enough jobs locally? What if you don't have enough job that you can do? I got that. And I worked on it. The reason why I'm actually talking about this is like I met a colleague who I was just sharing about how, oh man, I no longer go far and wild to do jobs. I just kind of like stick to where I'm at. And they're like, you could see the look of disbelief in their face, like, really? You get the work? You still get work? And I'm like, yeah, sure, you have work. Thank you so much. I'm also live on TikTok, and yes, thank you for the love and everything. Me, whatever that is, I appreciate it. And yes, I still hit my target. I still get the work. And yes, it is possible. But they could not understand how that is possible. How can you just decide that this is what you're going to do and you still get the jobs you want? How can one decide like that? Here's the thing. Your brain will go and look for that evidence. When you have been looking everywhere for something, you're going to start finding chaos everywhere. You're going to start like, okay, it has to be here or there or there or there. So now your brain is like, okay, we do jobs everywhere. This is where we want to do. Even when I decided that, you know what, and in that decision of I would take jobs anywhere, that included evenings, weekend, like on social hours, I would take the job thinking I had to make count of the things I wanted to do. But when I changed how I was looking at it, and just like, you know what, that is scarcity thinking. I'm thinking, I'm looking for abundance. I have decided that it started off like, okay, I don't do weekends anymore. You know, I was like, man, I want to spend more time with my kids. I want to do stuff around for myself and whatever. Like, no more weekends like that, except the odd occasion I'll do a job here and there. Or if it's just kind of like a quick thing, or I just love that kind of work, or it's an event, whatever, then I'll take it. Evenings, sometimes just like you've done a long day shift and then you're doing like maybe like for me, it could be like working on a college or doing some conference or doing some like it's like, and then you come back drained, and the next day you have to start all over again. I'm like, no more evenings. We just do the normal, typical, let's call it 9 to 5. Like that's what we're gonna start doing right now. I made the decision, and in that decision, even though my brain was like, "Would you get the booking?" Like I did. Because I truly believed that there was abundance and there was job out there that would cover it. So even it was the same target. You know, I wanted to be home. I created and decided what my work times were gonna be. And this is what it is. And I knew that the opportunities and everything would be there, even at the rates that I wanted. Yeah. And the booking I wanted started showing up. The kind of jobs that I wanted started coming to me because I decided, and I decided from a place of abundance than a place of like, oh my gosh, are you sure I'll be able to get this job? Because when I shared that with a colleague and said, this is what I'm doing now, and I get the job, and you can just truly see is because how they like their belief about the opportunities and the availability of bookings is not the same way I see it. To them, they feel like I don't see how that's possible. Whereas to me, it is possible. I like it is possible. To them, it's like, huh? To me, it's like it is. Hey, 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 hi. So yeah, it's like you have to allow your brain, like ask yourself, like this is what you know. You have to decide, and in that decision, do we then start acting? Then the brain goes out looking for evidence and opportunity to match the needs you want, to match the opportunity. But if you feel like, oh my God, if I do not go to this place and that place, if I don't take this job here and that job here, I would never, I won't be able to get the jobs I want. That's your belief. So what's going to happen? Your brain will go looking for evidence to say, yes, you see, you didn't take that job. That's why now you don't have anything, because unconsciously you believe that it is not possible. But when you know, and like it is, then you start seeing the opportunity. It starts showing up. So for me, narrowing the geographical side of me wasn't shrinking my booking. If anything, it multiplied it. It gave me the opportunity to see the jobs that I wanted. Then going here, there, and everywhere. Like it just narrowed it down that now I'm like, I can literally just roll over and I go to the booking, I come back, I can come home for lunch, I go back out again, I come out, or I'm like here. There are still times when I would take the train to a job or to connect or do something. It doesn't mean that the trains or undergrounds is a no. It's just not my go-to. It's not my intention. My thing is I get a weekly bus pass, and only bookings that would take me to where this bus pass goes is what I go. And because I have declared that and I've said this is what I want, and it's what I get. If I declared and said that, and there was still a niggling doubt that, oh, Nene, are you sure you'll get enough jobs to cover everything? Are you? Obviously, nothing's gonna happen. I would not get it because I'm still thinking in lack. But when I have declared that this is what I want, and believe and know that it is possible, And following on from yesterday's video, when we talked about, like, if you don't get something, I now see it as protection. I don't see it as, oh man, I missed that. That would have been great for me or whatever. It's a protection. Only God knows if I'd gone to take that job, what would have happened to me there? So now, if I miss out on a job, I apply for something and I don't get it, I don't go, oh man, that would have made my weekly whatever or my day. I would have been able to get that extra. No, I just like, all right. My ancestors protected me from something. Like, I am like, only God knows what that is. I don't bog it. Like, what's mine is coming. And shifting the energy from like, oh, I didn't get it, to like, oh, okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Mine is coming. It's coming. That energy compounding with believing that the opportunity is there brings the job. Without that, and we also talked in previous videos about like what you say consciously, and if your subconscious mind, which is the main driver 90%, 95% of the time, if that is saying, how really, you sure, how now, show me, then nothing, like, you're not going to be able to like follow through. So that's why with a decision comes the transformation, and the transformation comes the work that has to do with aligning your new belief to the lining of the abundance, aligning that, okay, now that I've said this, it is my new truth. This is how I see things. This is what I'm working towards. And always like bringing your focus back to like, there is enough job, there is opportunity, there is this that I want, there is whatever that is. You get to decide. You get to say what that is for you, without just, you have to, you get to the point where your conscious and your subconscious mind are in play. They are in synergy to support the desires you want. Because if you're saying, I want to, let me just use money, I want to make 10,000 a month, 10,000 a month, 10,000 a month, and your brain is saying, really? How? When last did you make 10,000? Have you ever seen 10,000? Like, show me 10,000 that you've made now. Like, if your mind is saying that and you're conscious, it's like a serious disconnect. But when you are consciously saying something and you're working on the belief of attracting that kind of money, and when that thought comes, you'll be like, you know what, thank you for sharing. It is coming. It is possible. I am working on it. I am doing the steps every single day to make sure that it is possible for me. Consciously, and you keep doing it until it becomes like, you know what, part of you. It's like when we've gone, like we start learning to drive a car. Initially, we're all guns blazing, we're like following through, we're looking at the mirrors, we're shifting gear, like whatever that is, we're so conscious about every move we're doing, to the point now, if you're a couple of years into driving, you don't even know when you got home for wherever you're going to the next place. It's like you're there. The same is true with the desires we want. When you are conscious about things and your brain is going, it's gonna be like, okay, we're looking, we're telling the focus, refocus, do this, and then after time of keep going, it becomes like, oh yeah, that's what we do. And that's who I am. My brain just goes, it is there, the jobs is there. It's not like, oh, is it possible? Are you sure we'll get the thing? I don't have that worry of like, am I gonna get a job? Some way, something works out, everything just aligns and it happens. I get the booking. So my question to you today then is, what boundaries would you set for your freelance work, for whatever it is that you're doing, that if you actually, that when you set it, you can actually believe that there is enough. There is enough opportunities in what you're doing. There's enough in whatever it is that you say you're going to do. I want you to like think about it. What can that be for me? And when you do, let me know in the comment section. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe, because we do this every single day. And all these nuggets that's being dropped and whatever, like, yeah. So let me know. Like, also hit that notification button so that you'll be one of the first to know when when all this is happening. And as this is the series we're doing right now is the Freelancer's Mind of getting started, so that you can then get going, lifting up. Remember that your voice matters and it is your time to use it. Bye for now.